Hi, this is LarpGears, and I want to continue with my series of reviewing LarpGears gear. And now I'll show you two swords at once for a good reason. This is first their knightly or arming sword, and this is just over 1 meter long. This one has seen a lot of use, so I can really give you my opinion about it. We'll start with my favorite part is this whole handle assembly and crossguard. This is the best design proportion-wise and shape-wise of a medieval sword. I like this design better than my Solin from Kalimasil because this is just perfect. It's short. Most LARP swords have this part too long. We'll go back to that soon. This shape is perfect. Now the finish isn't that great. It's just black with some silver painted on it, very roughly. Like, it didn't peel off. This is how it came. Same thing on this here, and you can see the mold lines as well, but that's something that's negligible. The blade itself is thicker than most Kalimasil weapons. It's softer but heavier, and it's a silvery gray, matte gray, and that color comes off. As you can see, it's painted on. The underneath is kind of this yellowish gray color, and the silver just wears out after some hits. So this has seen a lot of use, but so it's not that bad. Tip-wise, this isn't as bad as the ninja sword I produced, so this is pretty much like Kalimasil does it. I'm not sure about the presence of fabric in here, but it was good enough to be signed off safely in my local fantasy LARP, so I would say pretty good. Now this is a heavy sword, so it depends on how you play. This isn't nimble, but if you have a strong arm, this will be perfect. It's just a little overweighted to the center, unlike a historical sword, so that's not good. But on the other hand, it has a lot of reach, and it has a nice mass, and you can block stuff with this no problem. You can reach people out no problem, so I would actually recommend this sword. I like it. This isn't on their web shop, but I've seen other places that sell it. Okay, an Etsy shop in Spain, Madrid, are selling these pretty cheaply. So that's that. The other sword I want to show you, and the reason I review together, is called Viking Sword. Now, unlike the first one I showed you, this one has extremely long grip. The Viking sword, or medieval Sparta originated sword, they had about 9 centimeters over here, just enough to catch your hand. This isn't a sword. Other than that, this shape is okay. It's very similar to historical finds. This general shape it's of course beefier, and of course it came with this very roughly painted silver, just like the other sword. And the reason I'm reviewing these guys together is because they have the exact same blade. Exact same blade. So everything I said on the first blade, I can say on this. There's exactly the same size. The thing is, because this one has a longer grip, this is almost longsword size. This is a hand-and-a-half sword, no problem. Not very historical, and it is longer than most Viking swords of Europe. But other than that, it's pretty nice. I might even take it on a Drachenfest or something. This seems just a bit more tough than this, but it's just I think variants of the manufacturer. And as you can see, I have an actual longsword here to compare. This is an actual steel longsword, and size-wise, they're not too far apart. The guards are almost the same. So this is my dual LarpGears sword review. I haven't seen them selling this again, but I'm sure it'll pop up again. And see you later.